Hey everybody, it's Kate Peters. Hello and greetings from snowy Boston. I'm just looking outside to see it's not snowing right now, which is a really good thing. Makes me very happy. Let me know you can hear me. Say hello. Let me know who's here. And if you're listening live, do a one in the comment. If you're listening to the replay, please do a two. Just so I can get a sense of times, what times work for people. And who's ever here, just let me know that you can hear me. That's always a really good thing. Okay, so let's see. Hey, Colleen, let me know that you can hear me. I just always like to double check before I dive into the content. So let me know that you can hear me. Let's see. I just want to make sure people can hear me before I start talking. It's always a really good thing. Okay. All right, so if you guys can you guys hear me? I'm hoping so. Yeah? Do a heart, do a like, do a something so I know that you can hear me. Okay. So I want to talk about something really cool today. And if you are hearing me, can you just let me know that you can hear me? Because nobody is letting me know that, even though I see people on here. So I don't know if that means, can you hear me? So, anyways, what I want to talk to you about today is what happens to so many people is the fear and doubt that things are not happening as you want them to. You set intentions, you set goals, you set dreams, and they don't seem to happen when you want them to. So does that resonate with anybody? Okay, Colleen, I'm getting some hearts. Yay. So I know people can hear me. Awesome. Every now and then, especially I find in the winter in Boston, that sometimes the internet just kind of gets a little flaky on me. So I want to talk about that today. And understand this is a big, huge thing, area to talk about. So I'm going to kind of focus in on one part of this because what I find what happens is y'all set these intentions like I'm going to do this or this is going to happen in my life or my business and all that. And then when it doesn't happen as you want it to or when you want it to, you start telling yourself all these stories. Things like, it wasn't meant to be. It's never going to happen. I didn't do the right stuff to make it happen. What if there's a problem? What if it never will happen? What if I don't deserve it to happen? What if other people get it, but I don't get it? And you start telling yourself all these stories and all that. So I want to share with you one piece of what's actually going on so you can start to understand that and help you to start kind of relieving your fears and all that. But before I do, I just want to show you my girl because I know all you guys love Callie. So there's Kathy. She's just keeping me company. Oh, now she wants to go down. Oops, Callie, you want to say hi to everybody? There she is. Oops, okay. I knew that would only last for so long. She's not into being on Facebook Live. Okay, so let's talk about that, all the fears and doubts and things that start popping up. So what is happening, what you need to understand is that when you set an intention, a goal, a vision, a dream, or something you want to have happen, and it doesn't happen when you want it to, that you have to understand that what's going on is many people seem to think it's done, like it just didn't manifest. And what I want to kind of open your eyes to is that it actually is manifesting. Okay, it's manifesting. And what this has to do with is what's called the law of gestation, which means that things take time. So if it was springtime in Boston right now and I went out to the garden shop and bought some plants or some flower seeds, to grow things, and I went and planted them, I could buy the most expensive seeds, I could buy the prettiest planters, I could buy really great soil with all sorts of vitamins in it. Oh, poor Callie, can you hear her? She's having a hard time breathing over there. And she's just doing her sneezing and all that stuff. So, you could buy all the best stuff. You can make sure it's got sunlight. You could water it even with Evian water or something like that, like bottled water. And it's still, the seeds would not grow that day, right? No matter how much I want them to, the seeds are not going to grow that day. That it takes time. And depending on what it is, it could take a couple days, could take a week, could take months. And it's a law of gestation. When someone gets pregnant, instantly they don't have that baby, right? It's 9 months. Same, whether it's an animal, whatever, it takes time for these things to happen. If you went to, this is an example I shared with a client yesterday because she was waiting for a check. The check hadn't come yet. And she started getting all stressed out and fearful, like, what if it doesn't happen? And it was really concerning her, even though technically the check wasn't even due to her yet. And it's kind of like if you went to a dry cleaner and let's say you drop off, your outfit to get dry cleaned, and the dry cleaner takes your information, they write out the slip and they say, we'll have it ready for you in 3 days. Well, if you showed up later that afternoon and said, hey, where's my outfit? They're not going to have it ready for you, right? Because they told you 3 days. You can wish and hope and pray, but it's like they told you 3 days, and 3 days is what it is. There's a slight chance it could be ready early, but most likely it's probably going to take the 3 days. Now, if you sat there and all of a sudden got really afraid, thinking, like what if they lost my outfit? Or what if they burned it? What if they sold it? What if they gave it away? What if they threw it in the trash? If you start having those thoughts going on, those would be unrealistic thoughts, because the truth is the owner of the dry cleaner said it's going to be 3 days. So what I want you to see is that you do this all the time. We all do this. And go into your head and go into this place of like, it's not going to happen. When really, it just is not meant, it just hasn't happened yet, right? It doesn't mean it's not happening. It hasn't happened yet. So if you showed up at the dry cleaner 3 days from when you dropped it off, sure enough, it's going to be there, because that's what the person told you. So it's the same thing when you set intentions. Understand there is a law of gestation, that things take time to happen. Depending on what it is, depends on how long it's going to take. Now, what can happen is that when you see it not happening fast enough, very often what you'll do is you'll stop believing it's going to happen and you'll stop taking action. And I will tell you for sure, nothing will stop it from not happening faster than you doing those two things. Okay? Because if you stop believing it's going to happen, I will promise you it's not going to happen. And if you stop taking action to make it happen, it's not going to happen. So you need to stop doing that and understand that it's in process. Right? That it's manifesting, because once you can start to conceive it in your head, it's already starting to manifest towards you. So I want to leave you with that, to realize that, understand that things are just taking time. They take process. Where you can get stuck is learning what kind of action to take to make it stay on track to happen. You also might need help shifting your mindset, so you can maintain that belief that it will happen and be able to move on to different things while this process is going on. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on what I'm sharing with you. And if you want that help on staying on track with action, you want help with the mindset shifts, then I invite you to contact my team, info@katebeaters.com. That's info@katebeaters.com. And let's see what you're going to manifest this year. Some really, really cool stuff, I'm sure. I can't wait to see and can't wait to hear from you. Bye, everybody. Be brilliant.